Good, good day. This is the Oracle, Shariananda. Today I am going to share with you a revisionist opinion of what we understand to be the Ten Commandments. I'm going to give you 7 universal laws and ways at which you might apply them to your life so that you can have greater outcomes. Now, in the past, I have taught you all kinds of approaches to meditation, approaches to prayer, approaches to watching for and using the signs that come in from the universe just for you. Now, here is some exact work that you may do until such time that you become second nature to realizing that you are obeying universal law to such a degree that nothing can impede your desires or the things that you hope to achieve. I would like to start by saying that everything has direction and intent, that you are not to push yourself on anyone who is not good for you. If you wait, as the Bible says, on the Lord, or allow time delay or delayed gratification, many of the things that I'm going to teach you today will give you ultimate fulfillment. I am here to help you get on your true path, to find the authentic you. I am not here to tell you what to do. Anything that I give you, you take into your own spirit, study it, consider it, manipulate it, turn it into the goal that you need to make your life work in the most special and ascended way that you can. If what I say to you is useful, then I promise you that the secrets of the universe will be revealed to you, and you alone. The secrets of your own health and wealth will come to you easily and naturally. Happiness, security, and love will be available to you at the touch. And you will be able to prevent impending forces that held you back from doing so. I believe that I am an agent of your transition in 2012 and for the years that follow. Thank you for giving me the chance to serve you in this lifetime. And now I will give you the universal laws, 7 of them. Universal Law 1: do not worship other gods. Do not worship other gods. And for the last time, do not worship other gods. You say, well, of course not. But in this case, everybody doesn't have the same beliefs and does not even use the word God the same. So let me clarify to you that by worshiping other gods, I mean do not worship the god of nervousness. When you allow yourself to be nervous and upset, you are serving an energy that is not God-like. Do not allow yourself to be anxious. The anxiety serves energy that is not of God. God is our peace. God is the sense that all is well, that nothing is amiss, and that things that are happening as they ought. Do not serve the God of fear. When you are afraid and when you can feel that fear, not the kind that makes you shake in your boots or cover yourself upon threat of death. These are the fears that are subtle, the ones that keep you from doing things, that stop you from even asking yourself the questions as to why things are as they are or are not as you wish them to be. The fear that you will not have enough or come to be enough, that you are not worthy, that someone can hurt you. All of these fears are negative energies that you give thought to. You must start to question your thought along those ways. When you question your thought about how you allow these particular kinds of fears, doubts, anxiety to be there, you must start to say, I rebuke you, doubt. I rebuke you, fear. I rebuke you, anxiety. But if you want to get all biblical about it, then just say, thanks, dear mind, but no thanks. Keep in mind that your mind thinks that it is protecting you when it makes you consider such fears and doubts. In fact, it is not protecting you, it is blocking you from receiving that which naturally flows to you. And so I say unto you, do not worship other gods, the gods of nervousness, anxiety, fear, doubt, and suspicion. Rebuke them or bless them and say, thank you, but no thanks. Universal Law 2. Do not curse God. Do not curse God. Do not curse God. And you say, of course not. I would never say God damn. I would never say God forsaken. I will never say God anything. But we are not talking about using God's name in vain in the old sense of cursing God. We're talking about speaking falsely of the creation. Everything in creation is of God, and God is in it. God is all, in all. It is the all. You and I are God. You and I are of God. God is the air we breathe, the sights we see, all the flowers, all the grass, the trees, the stars, the ants, the bumblebees, the snails. God is the elephant, and God is the dollar bill. God is anything and everything in all. So when you say to a rainy day, damn, I hate it's raining, you are cursing God. When you say, that Mother Hubbard won't do right by me, you are cursing God. When you say that the thing that you didn't like is unfair, then you are cursing God, because things as they are, and you need only turn your attention to the great one inside of you and say, so be it. Things are in divine order. You must speak contrary to the things that you say are so. And when you can speak contrary to the negative thoughts that make you break the universal law of cursing God, then you do great work within yourself. You must avoid complaints, small ones as well as large ones. If there is a legitimate method by which you may offer an opinion that's contrary to the way that you would like life to be, then follow that method. But in terms of your speaking and your perceptions, question them first so that you do not break the universal law of cursing God. Avoid anger against God for whatever you think is not right in your life. If you've lost a loved one and that loved one is gone and you think God took them, why was it God's will? This is not a question for you to ask. The question is, was the statement is that life is complete, and I am aware that that person is off to their next adventure. What should I take from their life? How can I grow and know that all is well for me and will be well for them? Let me give you an example. Recently, I was in a restaurant, and the waitress came to my table and served me my food without a smile. It was as if she was uncaring and callous. And I made a comment to my breakfast partner. I said, well, I would like my breakfast with a smile. And my partner said, well, maybe you would like to go up to the cashier and speak to the manager. I said, no, I think I'll speak to her. And so I did not do anything until after the meal was over. And I said to her, you know, I would have liked to have had a smile with my meal. Um, it just felt like you were just doing it robotically. And I came here for the first time. And then she smiled and I saw that she had a mouth full of braces, top and bottom, a grown woman with a mouth full of braces. And that's when I realized that she might have been protecting that smile because maybe she had a little self consciousness about the braces. And then she told me that she was sorry. She owed me no apology because I could see that, but she just had a lot on her mind. And it reminded me of something that a great friend of mine once said. You never know what's on people's minds. You never know what they've been through or had to go through before they've come to their work day. You don't know if she's got children or a husband that she is unable to make order with. And so you must give everyone the benefit of the doubt. When you talk about someone and the way they are acting or behaving before you know their story, without knowing their story, you curse God. So I invite you to refrain from judging others because in judging them, you judge the God in them. Instead of talking against that spirit, say, bless that spirit, or I don't know what might be in that person's life, but I give them the benefit of the doubt because you never know what's motivating anyone. Try to keep in mind for this particular universal law that all negative events in your life have been positive. I don't care how bad, how wretched, how horrendous or terrifying, how alienating, and how crushing. You must arrive at forgiveness for what has happened and erase it like so many words on a blackboard so that you can stand a tabla rasa before the God that is in you. Do not curse God. Bless your life. Bless that you've come to this place at this time to realize your higher and greatest calling. You must say things are perfect the way they are, and things were perfect the way they were, no matter what you've gone through. Universal Law 2. Do not curse God. Universal Law 3. Do not pervert justice. Do not pervert justice. I say again, the universal law number 3 is do not pervert justice. By this we mean do not try to make things go the way you want them to. Do not try to force matters to happen in the way that you perceive they ought. Let go and let God. Do not try to present yourself in a crowd in a way that you are not. Do not turn yourself into someone that you cannot be. Allow the spirit of love and hope and openness to come before you when you come into a place. Wear your smile like a shield. Wear your heart open as the love flies out and meets others before you even know their names. Do not pervert justice. Allow for the flow. Go with the flow. Take what you get. Realize that you are an emissary at all times for the great kingdom of God that resides within you. You don't have to believe in God. You have to believe in yourself, in your own goodness. You don't have to believe in God. You only have to believe in yourself, in your own goodness, that it is in your intention to stand for justice by not breaking the laws that are inherently written on your heart. So don't overextend yourself, trying to do more in a day than need be done. Pace yourself, relax, do not pervert justice, and know that the real thing, which is you, attracts more reality or love into your life. In order to know when you are perverting justice, just notice what you're doing at any time. If you are with someone of quality and spirit, notice that. And if your experience is one of being rebuked or hatefully or meanly or spitefully treated, then you know you are in the wrong place. Bless that. But do not pervert justice by calling that person names or calling that situation by an ugly description of judgment. Do not pervert justice. Universal Law 4. Do not murder. Universal Law 4. Do not murder. I say unto you, do not murder. In this case, murdering would be murdering yourself, killing yourself. And you can kill the other as well with the words that you speak. So one of the things you want to do is not speak against yourself. If you make a mistake, it is wrong to call yourself stupid. If you make a mistake, it is wrong to say, I always do that. If you make a mistake, or if your estimation of yourself is, I am just like this, these are murderous thoughts. These are murderous expressions. Your job is to affirm your sacredness, affirm your goodness. When I make a mistake, I say, I am so good. I'm a wizard. It is somehow a little sarcasm. It may be even a little specialness to say that. But in any case, I do, because I need to affirm that I am sacred to myself and others. Another way in which you can stop murdering yourself is to not hurry. Do not accelerate, trying to get ahead each day. Let the 24-hour day period unfold for itself. Relax. Move forward in your day, one thing at a time as it comes to you. You are free to make lists and try to get them done, but not as if your life depended on it, not as if there is no tomorrow. Take your time. Walk the walk, breathe the air, allow yourself to be God's perfect creation, for all things that come to you will come to you. What is yours will come to you. Do not murder yourself by hurrying. Do not murder yourself by speaking badly of yourself. Speak well of yourself. Life is not a job interview. Life is an expression of God, of God's love. And you are that love. You are its hands. You are its voice. You are its sight. As you move through your life, be your love, be your kindness, be your openness, so that you do not murder yourself. You do not hurry or thrash about. Do not put undue pressure on yourself to get things done or to be finished with a project faster. There will be times when life will demand that for you in certain situations. But even then, you need only ask your guides to extenuate the time, to stretch it out for you so that all is well and you may do it in perfect calm and peace, knowing you will meet your deadline because your thought is that it's already met. Do not murder. Do not murder yourself. A footnote. Some of you smoke. Some of you drink to excess. Some of you sleep to hide away from life. And some of you do not sleep enough. These are also ways to murder the body. When I say do not murder yourself, I'm speaking metaphysically about the values that one must assume in order to feed the soul and radiate the magnetism that draws all good to you. But if you are smoking or drinking to excess or sleeping a great deal or not sleeping enough, your body is not able to work with your mind nor with your spiritual intent to give you the things of life that you so richly deserve. It is your Father's good pleasure to give you not only the wonders and the wealth and abundance of the kingdom, but the keys to the kingdom. And this particular lesson in universal laws are the keys to the kingdom. Do not murder yourself. Law number 5. Do not commit adultery or incest. Do not commit adultery or incest. In this instance, what we are talking about is not being married and cheating, and we're not talking about being a brother or a sister or a father or a mother who does sexual and inappropriate things with a member of one's family. No, we're not talking about that kind of adultery or incest. We are talking about staying with what is yours. If what has been given to you is the musical talent or a mathematical talent or a strong and physical body that can high hurdle or do incredible high jumps or run at top speeds, then you want to nourish that. You want to stay in those domains and develop those things that have been given. If you do something different that goes against the talents that you have been given, it is adulterous to your soul, to your plan here on earth. So we invite you to stay with what is yours. When one is due to change paths or change life circumstances, sometimes jobs or interests, it will be so plain and so inveighing that you cannot help but naturally flow into it. But don't force the issue. Don't force yourself out of what has been given as plainly your calling. Do not commit adultery or incest. Know your boundaries. Know what is yours, and do not try to take from others because they seem to have what belongs to them and you wish it. That is envy and covetousness. Let go of things and people who drain you, people who wear on you or try to take your thought, your self definition. Someone who talks and talks and talks to you without giving a breath or asking how you are or trying to work you into the sharing. Let go of people who don't ask if you are willing to listen or if you have a moment. Let go of those people because when you keep them on board, you are committing incest. You are allowing them to take from you that which is only sacred to you. Let go of your compulsions to do things. If you must make up the bed every morning, do so. But if you are able to free yourself from the necessity of doing it without thinking about it, then you have let go of the adultery or the incest of being wedded to a commitment that makes no difference in life except for an obsessiveness with you. Question obsessions. Question compulsions. Question the delusions that you must do anything except for show your love and be at peace. I remind you that you are an unfolding process, that you are a great deliverer of your own needs. You are the manifestation of your own life. You are the vision for your life. You are the God in your life. Do not betray your God self. Do not betray your sacred self. I encourage you to not commit adultery against yourself. Last but not least, do not beg for others' affection or acceptance. If you are not welcome and you're not celebrated for the great spirit you are, if where you walk and where you are does not show you that you are loved, liked, and appreciated, you don't belong there. Do not accept abuse or mistreatment or name calling. It is adulterous when you do. That is Universal Law 5. Do not commit adultery against yourself or incest by belonging where you don't belong. Universal Law 6. Do not steal. Do not steal. Do not steal. In this instance, we're not talking about really sneaking somebody else's property into your pockets or going out and shoplifting or reporting falsely on your taxes. No, we're not talking about that kind of stealing. We're talking about staying away from other people's property, which has energies. If you have borrowed a book from someone and never returned it, it would be a good idea to return it. That book has resonance. It has energies that interfere with your own natural, clean flowing energy. Give it back. As a matter of fact, give back anything that is not yours that you have brought home: a pencil, a pen, a book, a pad, anything from work, anything from school, anything from anywhere that is really not yours. Give it back. Get rid of it. In order to clear the energy that you are to receive higher and higher messages about your development during this year 2012 and onward into the rest of your life, you will need to make space for that energy to come into your life. You will need to clear in order for that energy to come into your life. So among the things that you will give back and not steal would be the dirtiness, perhaps, of your house, the disorder in your house. If you have not cleaned out your closet and given away clothing and things that you no longer wear, that you no longer need, this would be a part of letting go of energies that are old so that you may have the newer, fresher input of nature, of God, of the Spirit, filling you with what is net needful now. So observe boundaries between yourself and others. When you go into someone's house, always ask permission to do things. Do not open their windows or close their doors or sit on furniture that you have not been expressly invited to sit down at. Do not open their refrigerator or go into their cupboards if you are not such an intimate as to allow that kind of familiarity. If you are a gentleman in old style, we would take off our hats. If we are coming in from a muddy or rainy day, of course we wipe our feet. The idea is to respect the house of another, the place of another, as if it is their body space, their own personal space. When you do that for others, you do it for yourself. You call it into being. So no one steps into you without your permission. No one opens your door without your permission. No one takes from you your ability to be yourself. You must not steal from others, nor allow them to steal from you. Give back what's yours, what's not yours, and that will take you largely away from the stealing that clogs up the energies in your own house. Any little thing that is not yours, every little thing that is not yours, that has come to think itself to be yours, get rid of it, give it back. Do not steal. Universal Law 7 is: do not be happy when others fall. And this is often expressed as: do not eat the flesh of an unkilled animal. In this way, we mean that you are not to take advantage of a situation. Don't take advantage of other people's suffering. When people are suffering, you try to help, but don't take advantage of them. There have been movies made about gentlemen who go in on their best friend's widow when the best friend has died and try to become that person's man right in the wake of the sadness and grief that that widow might be experiencing. You don't want to be that kind of person who moves in on others to take from them when they are least able to defend themselves or to say no, when they are weak and vulnerable. Let me give you an example. When I lived in Stockton, California, and I had been struck by lightning and I'd lost my house, I was needing to get rid of things quick and fast. I was trying to sell many of them to get cash to make a move to a downsized residence. Many people came around who wanted to take things for free. Oh, you won't be able to do a thing with this. Can I have it? Can I have this? What would you charge me for this? You don't want any money for this, do you? And so that showed me that there are birds of prey which swoop in when one is unable to fend for oneself. Don't be that kind of person who takes advantage of a situation. Everything will be okay for you. You need not take from another, nor do you need to allow others to use or misuse you. The universal law is do not eat flesh from an unkilled animal. In other words, don't take from another when they are in a weakened condition. These, my dears, are the 7 universal laws that I have recently received from the Star People. I share them with you because they have a great deal of concurrence with the Ten Commandments, but they are a new way to look at the ways of behavior that we ourselves commit against ourselves and fail to move forward in our lives. I give them to you freely to use as you may. It's always good to review the laws before and during a meditation. Clean up your life if need be. If these do not apply to you, may the blessings be, for you're already there. I am the Oracle, and I have shared with you the 7 universal laws. Good day.